thinking back to a few of my recent videos, the period from say about the late 80s to early 90s to mid 90s, where I sort of gave the impression that people in general were off their heads. They actually weren't. It was only a very small number of people who were off their heads. And you know, I could go on about, you know, one in particular, who just, you know, like I said before, it was like this vortex for soaking up a certain response from people. I got pretty bored of it pretty quick, and saw it for what it was. And that was pretty much, you know, you sort of kept your distance from people like that, which I think most people do. You just do. And because you know the type of bullshit dramas that go with people like that. You know, but like I said, these people were in the minority, in the vast minority. And the majority of people, in no small measure, myself included, sort of adapted to the times. And like I've said, I'd be very surprised if those times have continued. And people haven't learned from people like that individual I've mentioned before, one of the architects, let's put it that way. Again, yeah, another thing as well, TV and the web. You know, my guess is, again, I sort of I've covered the web, but my guess is TV is really incredibly popular still. There's still the society for it, if you like, the social groupings for it, throughout the bulk of society, I'd guess. And like, you know, like with stuff about people who are off their heads, the depiction of that went along with the amalgam years, the depiction of the web taking over TV and all that. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't buy either depiction of the way things are in the wider world, sort of thing. Of course, today, like I said, I sort of covered yesterday the type of stuff that we're going today. There were trees first thing, and I laughed my head off and my head up because, you know, not only could I see through the performance, but I knew the type of stuff it'd lead to throughout the day. And you know, it's bollocks. So yeah. You know, and I'll just pretty much get on with my day. Well, you know, you know, it's pretty much, you know, it's farcical enough, so it is sort of to be laughing about. When you see this stuff, I did mention. It's not watching really tacky TV. It sort of is. That's just the way it is. But yeah, what have I done today? Listen to a bit of music, I think. For lunch, I had fish fingers with onions and mayonnaise and tomato sauce. Thought about getting a McDonald's, but I'm having steak later tonight, a Big Mac with fries and a Coke. But I'm having steak tonight, so I didn't want. Oh no, I'm having chicken tonight, aren't I? Oh shit, yeah. I could have had a Big Mac now. Anyway, yeah, steak tomorrow night. Steak with onions. I reckon I'll have mushrooms with it. I might have peas with it as well, actually. And chips. An egg. So yeah. Might have peas, actually, because there's enough space on the plate. Well, I may well marinate the steak as well. But yeah, another day for Leslie J's. Yeah. Um, pretty, pretty humdrum. I may actually keep the curtains open today. Like I said, I'll crack open these curtains over there to do for some more for some lighting for my videos, and then shut them. Maybe for a bit of a break, to like with the fly and the tumble dryer and the fan, which I've got on again, which adds a nice variation to the audio in the room, and a nice bit of a breeze, a bit of air, which is going to stand me in good stead for the summer, in case there's quite high temperatures, which is a good thing with the temperature in my kitchen being raised as we get in this room, because it does, in a way, prepare me for summer, which is on the 21st, so 10 days away. And then maybe mid to late July, August, we'll get the temperatures coming, which by then, with, like I said, the temperatures in the kitchen being what they are, yeah, it should prepare me for summer. But yeah, but this is a nice breeze. It's a nice waft of air coming from this thing that I brought from the house. I think I brought it from the house. I'm sure I didn't buy it when I was here. Yeah, we had quite a few of them. But anyway, that's talking about times from the amalgam era. It's sort of the stuff that I see when I look out there. It is the was it yesterday or the day before? I did my washing in the clothes washing, and of course the washing machine, as the appliances, you know, and all that business. The washing machine, while I was eating, was put on a spin cycle, and then I can't remember what stage it was. It was turned off, and it was just I observed it from the vantage point of someone, sort of casting an eye on the type of shenanigans that went on, and druggings and all the rest of it during the amalgam era. Yeah, quite something. Well, it's actually not, but anyway, but yeah, it's a bit like I said, like the equivalent of watching the TV when you look at this stuff out there, and so on. So yeah, so the initial performance I saw this morning went sure enough the way I expected it to go, in broad terms. You just get on with your day, didn't you? I just had a cup of coffee. I may have another one. Something to do on the dog, and I think I am. Don't know about this Catch-22 novel. Maybe not. I may delve around, but you know, a bit of activity wouldn't go amiss. A bit of like worthwhile activity. You know, even though the stuff I do is worthwhile enough, it would be maybe an idea to start doing some stuff that's actually yeah, that actually taps in to the mood I've actually got. not the mood. There seems to be constant attempts to try and engineer me into. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much about it for now. Yeah, so chicken. What am I going to have with it? Chips. I'll have chips and peas and no gravy. No, yeah. Oh, do I have egg? I might have egg with it. What did I have the other day? With chicken. I can't remember what I had with chicken the other day. Wasn't that long ago that I had chicken. But the date on it was brief, so I've had to freeze some and stick some in the fridge. But I'm more looking forward to the steak tomorrow. I do like my steak. Being a man. Being the man that I am. Yeah, I'll have my steak tomorrow. Between now and then, I may, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have a bit of a read, I think. Watch enough of my videos to sort of yeah. So yeah, I'll have a look for something to read. Probably won't read it. If I do find something, I probably won't read it for very long. I don't know. And yeah, whatever. Right, I'll probably do one of these later. Right, this is 12 minutes 15 seconds, and that's about your lot for now. Well, it's a pretty good job that I am a polymath, isn't it? I mean, not that I need to be. I mean, when stuff's this formulaic and repetitive, you just don't really need to take any notice. I mean, and farcical. You don't really need to take that much, take that much notice of it. You just see it for what it is, and you just get on with stuff. But yeah, as you'll know, I started to read a book. Doesn't really matter what book. Catch-22. The text will have been edited. Then they start diving in with their druggings and so on and so forth, which I've mentioned before. And look, with any text I watch on here or I watch on the TV, like any text I read in a book, they'll edit it to shit. And not only satisfied with editing that to shit, but then they'll try doping me up this way, that way, every way to try and engineer this, that, and everything. To sort of visit, to try and build stuff up, or some big, massive structure that again owes so much to the 4 elements and the list I wrote about. So yeah, it is a damn good job. I'm a polymath, even though most of the time I don't really need to be. This is just like, this is not very sophisticated stuff. All told. And it's when you know how it works. Pretty much everyone must know by now how it works. It is that formulaic from these people, but yeah, I may carry on reading the text that goes under the name Catch-22 and then the dopings, like I said, fuck's sake, and it'll just be a case yet again of there they go playing with their conkers again, and so on and so forth. Damn the movies.